the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Tonight, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Joey Sly, the kicker, stands ready. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd and 7. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Here's Hurts to throw. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
It's caught inside the 25. Give them 32 on the play.
Things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. Working with a 2nd and 3.
At the Commanders' 15-yard line.
Hurts sets up to throw it. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8. Swift going to try up the middle. And he stopped immediately there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Dan Arnold, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Let's make no bones about it. On paper, they're the better team. They're at home. That's a strong opening drive.
And just think how many times we've seen this type of a matchup. Just what you said. Better team at home should steamroll them. And we've seen it go the other way. Sometimes, though, they buy into it and understand we are the better team. Let's go out and prove it right now.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he returns this to the 22.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Howell and the Commanders come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he rifles one incomplete. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points. This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. Completes it to Samuel. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They'll go again with Gibson. And some space here. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. On 1st down, Howell. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. 2nd down throw for Howell. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. And McLaurin, the motion man right. Howell. And that is incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield with man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They'll go. It's Gibson. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They'll run with Gibson. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Gibson here running out of the gun. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Joey Sly on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now, they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and a couple. This is Swift on the counter. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And Swift is not going to get there as they stop him short of the yellow line. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. They'll try and throw for it here. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. And that's out to the flat for Swift. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and it'll be a turnover on downs. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. They'll get this down to the 38.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Samuel going to go in motion right. Howell, he'll look to throw it.
Short throw to the tight end, Thomas.
And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Shotgun handoff to Gibson.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
54 yards rushing for him now to this point.
It's 2nd and inches.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. 2nd down. Howell back to pass.
He's going to drop this one down to Gibson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Thomas.
And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Gibson going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
One more time with Gibson.
And he is going to lose yardage here. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Howell going to audible to something else. From the 4 now, 3rd and goal.
4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up a 4th and goal.
Howell trying to get his offense to hurry up and get set. An audible here to get a new look. One last shot before the break. Howell looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington.
A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Commanders have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32.
68 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll run with Gibson. And Gibson looking for some kind of opening, but he has none. They rally up to stop him short of the marker.
No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
So here we go, 4th down, Howell. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football.
Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Quez Watkins,
32 yards.
and the Eagles are an extra point away from drawing level. So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on 4th down. One play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, when punting was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
Elliott on for the extra point.
Now before they can try the extra point, a flag comes out, and they're going to get tagged for a delay of game. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
From 5 yards further back, the extra point up and good. And we are tied at 14. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. 1st and 10 here for Howell and the Commanders.
At their own 24.
Now Howell.
Looking long for Thomas. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
He's on his way. Touchdown, Washington. Logan Thomas.
76 yards.
And the Commanders have taken the lead.
When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hurts.
And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
The offense is going to stay out there. They've converted twice, failed once so far on fourth down. Let's see what's in store here. They're going to try and throw. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A big pickup of 12 yards on fourth down to keep this drive from stalling. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
From the gun, here's Swift. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
From Commander's territory now, it's 1st and 10.
At the 49-yard line.
Once again, it's Swift.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 25-yard line.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Down to about the 23.
I have to think a major focus at a halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Here's Hurts to throw.
This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Here's Swift.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Jamin Davis, the one to get up from his linebacker spot and make that play.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
That's complete right around the 8. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Touchdown, Eagles!
Jalen Hurts on target to Dallas Goedert. And the Eagles have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd. Well, down in this part of the field, CD, they love to get him the football, and right there, a little pitch and catch for the score.
Yeah, and he's such a weapon when it's that close to the end zone, and they love being able to rely on him to make those kind of catches. Talk about trust, talk about confidence, and he produces.
Elliott good with a PAT, and we are tied at 21. Teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
And here comes a return from just being...
And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
And in our meeting with the special teams coordinator, we asked him, what's your philosophy on bringing the ball out? Do you give him a red light? Do you keep him in? Green light, let him go? Let's see if he changes from green light to red light after that costly error.
Yeah, you know what I remember from that meeting? He brought donuts.
I like him.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah.
But he's not happy right now. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him.
Brings up 2nd and 20 at the 31-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and long.
Hurts.
And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final. And if you're thinking field goal from here, it's 48 yards. I think they'd like to get him a little help now on 3rd down and move it closer. Back to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to break our 4th quarter tie. The kick by Elliott is good. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter.
So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Well, still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Finding space at the 40.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47.
A handoff running left is Gibson.
He stiff arms him. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
88 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's going on.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
On 1st down, right back to Gibson.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to him.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22.
The slot man in motion right.
Here's Hal to throw on 2nd down.
Sliding out of the pocket. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Understanding he's just down one possession, trying to make something happen. But that one goes incomplete.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Hal now to throw it.
And that's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Sly able to put this one through.
And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block, but the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And this is going to be an Eagles 1st down. His good running gets him to about the 44.
Muscle damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Straight ahead, it's Gainwell.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Out route, and it's complete to Brown.
That'll go for a gain of 7. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Looking for A.J. Brown again, and he's got it again. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 28.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Second down. Here's Hurts.
It's complete to Brown, right side. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
A big play in this football game. 3rd down and 1. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a 1st down. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeouts.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
All 3 timeouts still in their back pocket. Here's 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. As the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage.
And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
If you're going to play quarterback in the NFL, you've got to have great vision, and you've got to remain calm when things break down in the pocket. Both of those traits are on display there. He surveys the situation, sees the middle of the field open, so he's just going to step up and take it himself. Very well done there.
Elliott good on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. This is 1st and 10. Here's Howell. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. Looks like he'll throw here. This short throw caught by Goddard. He's into space past the 25. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. But 1st down, Hurts. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Commanders going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Hey, 73, 73.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
A big loss on the play.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts.
Going deep here for Watkins. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th.
And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. Here's 1st and 10. Howell with one final shot.
This to possibly force OT. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.